Well, oh, hello, it's now over. Wow. Oh my goodness. So, WrestleMania is over, it's in the books, and let's think. One thing I have to say is those shows go on for too long now. This is the third one in a row where right near the last 2 hours, it's an effort, a real effort to kind of stay invested. And I think that's what affected my enjoyment towards the end. But what did I like? This is my instant reaction. It's good to see you all. Hello. I do this pretty much to see all of you and to talk to all of you because I like you and I'm so fortunate to be in front of all of you. So, let's think. The IC title match, I really had a lot of fun with that. It wouldn't have hurt my feelings if Miz won or Balor won. I was happy to see Seth come out and win. That was really cool. Looks like we'll get like a workhorse intercontinental champion. Thought that was really cool. He's an amazing athlete. I think Seth is going to probably feud with Lesnar next. Babyface Seth, heel Lesnar after what we just saw. Second one was the women's title match, which was excellent. Absolutely excellent. I was really into that. I need to get my phone ready. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's blowing up. The women's title match between Charlotte and Asuka was excellent. I thought Asuka was going to win. Like, I was 100% saying that Asuka was going to win. And then she submitted to that, Charlotte's submission move. Which was a shock because, obviously, they've made such a big thing out of her unbeaten streak. However, I'm going to say this. The way that she's been used on the main roster kind of led me to believe that she was going to lose at some point. Kind of soon, probably before SummerSlam. So I just had a feeling that was coming. So I knew it was coming, and I said, this is an omen for something later, isn't it? And it was, and you'll know where I'm going with this later. But I really enjoyed the hell out of that match. So I'm just going down to the match cards. The US title match. It was interesting watching it. I'm a huge Bobby Roode fan. I like Randy Orton. Rusev was very popular. Apparently the crowd was fuming when Rusev didn't win. And apparently he's leaving. I don't even know if that's true anymore. But Rusev Day and Habib time. That would be something. But Jinder Mahal won. And it kind of made me go, oh, how stereotypical. The guy that doesn't like the Americans wins the US title. We've seen that before many times. But, is what it is. Is what it is. Okay, then we go to where it got where it was really surprising. So, you had the Angle, Ronda, Hunter, Steph match. Of course, Hunter and Steph have one of their entrances where they come out on motorbikes with a cycle motorbike gang. That looked alright, that suited them. I was very entertained by this match. In the same vein that I was entertained by Sting and Hunter, where it had all these little twists and turns and surprises. I thought it was really, really, really entertaining. I was really into it. We got a payoff from something from 3 years ago, finally, when they teased Ronda coming over. It was really, really cool. It was so bizarre seeing Dana White there, especially after what's happened with him in the UFC for the last week. I tweeted him saying, man, it's good to see you smile. But it was really cool. It was cool when Steph kept trying to fuck with Ronda during the match and all that. And then eventually what happened was when Ronda eventually got her in there, got the armbar in at one point. When she came in the first half, again, given her limited experience, she got the crowd on their feet. They went crazy. They wanted that tag. And when she got in, she looked excellent. I liked the dual submissions from both. Then it looked like they were going to win. And there was a brief part of me that said, oh God, they're winning, aren't they? They're going to beat two Olympians. They're going to tell their kids about this one. Fortunately, it worked out. And Ronda gets her with the submission armbar, which was really cool. And then said, it's too late now. And stepped back and got her with the armbar. When she was hitting the punches, I was hearing Coach Edmund's voice. Clinch, clinch, head movement, head movement, head movement. No! But, you know what? I was very entertained by that. And I think that was probably a good way, fair way to use her. Then I scroll down. They had the tag team title match, to be honest with you. I was pretty alive for the New Day match, but when the New Day came out, but when the I don't even know, Harper and Rowan come out, I was kind of like, that whole entrance is boring to me anyways. I think they'll probably do Ronda versus Charlotte next anyways at SummerSlam. Going back to it, they had this show long angle with Cena sitting in the front row in his black t-shirt and his jeans, sitting down like a fan with his glass of whatever he was drinking. Then he's told something, runs out right in the middle at the end of the Asuka Charlotte match. Nicely done there. Comes back out in his gear. I have to say it was great when the lights went out and we thought we were getting The Undertaker, and we got rickrolled, we got trolled by Elias. I actually thought that was excellent. That I would have loved to have been Elias there. He was the biggest heel of the night at that point. It was great. Then Cena gets peeved, takes him out. Taker then comes out. They have a quick little squash match. What did I think of that? It's good to see Undertaker, but you can see that the guy's being phased out. He's not what he once was. When he went for that clothesline, he couldn't get the same height on it, and it was, oh dear. He looked better than he did last year, I'll say that much, but I kind of feel like, it's time to go. And then someone made a joke, by the time he gets to the ring, we'll be in 2019. By the time he leaves, it'll be 220. But it was cool to see him, and that was a very bizarrely built up match with him not answering the call. We didn't get Biker Taker. Now the next one, this is probably where it peaked for me. The show peaked, and I want to know if everyone else had the same thing given the length of the show. You had the Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan, Owen Sane tag match. Now I said, and I knew that the emotions were going to hit me when Bryan came out. They had this cool little intro about this movement being tracked, target acquired, and he comes out, and it did hit me because of the story and everything that happened. And for the record, seeing him retire the first time, that was hard, that was emotional, that was a lot of energy that came out of me actually. So seeing him come out, seeing this, it was surreal seeing him out there. They do this angle where he gets taken out early on the gurney, almost like a play on what they did at WrestleMania 30 with him. He gets back in the match. He looked really good. He knocked one of them out the ring, and then he ran back, and I was like, oh God, don't do the dive outside the ring. God, don't do the dive outside the ring. And then he done a baseball style, and I was like, thank God. Then he done the drop kick off the top rope, which I was like, oh, it was like literally behind my hands. And then he kind of did this thing where he made out like he was out of it. Then he flicked back up and did the kicks. Fans loved it. Bryan looked good. The first half of that match, though, killed that crowd. Absolutely killed that crowd. Then when Bryan won, it was cool, and the emotions hit me. And I wonder what that sets up for Bryan, and I have a theory as to what that may set up in the future. So then there was that. The Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss match. They're doing this bully angle. It felt so forced. It looked cool when she done the Samoan drop at the top rope. Yeah, she won. We'll see what happens there. Now we go to AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, huge fan of both. Absolutely loved what they did at Wrestle Kingdom. So you can imagine I was excited to see what was going to happen tonight. I was really excited for that when Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble, as my Royal Rumble video can attest to. And I was thinking about what we're going to see. Shinsuke's kind of been a little bit on the main roster. He's a big match performer. It's WrestleMania. It's the big show. He had the fantastic grand entrance with Nita Strauss, who I tweeted, I think I'm in love. So I'm excited. And I think that the fatigue was kicking in again. As McGregor said, it was the fatigue. The fatigue kicked in with me. And the match was kind of... I can't say it. The match was kind of like last year. It wasn't like awful by any means, but it just, given the quality of what you have in there, it just didn't have that snap. You know when he does his come out bit, like people weren't there, and it just wasn't there. And then it seemed like it was starting to get interesting, and then Nakamura went for the kick, and then the Kinshasa, AJ reversed it, hit him with a Styles Clash 1, 2, 3, and of course what happened with Asuka was an omen to what happened later on. And I was like, is that it? Literally, that was my reaction. Is that it? I felt kind of disappointed, to be honest with you. I just feel like his main roster run, it's been kind of lackluster, and it's hard because I was a huge fan of his. But his main roster WWE run has just been like, for me. But then something happened after that. I thought it was going to happen in the Asuka match. It happened in the Shinsuke afterwards. So Shinsuke and him have this moment, they shake hands. He raises his hand, he goes down on one knee, he gets the belt, he low blows him, shock. That was the biggest pop reaction to anything they did that night. And he seemingly turned heel. And I was like, okay, this is your get out clause, I guess, to, this. I wonder, just on a side note, how much AJ's injury impacted that. I really want to talk about this Shinsuke thing later in another video, but the match wasn't all that. The heel turn, though, did get me reacting, and it makes me think that maybe we will see Bryan and Shinsuke, but I'm like, look, Shinsuke needs to turn it up again, now, because he's been disappointing. But the heel turn, who knows? But I feel like I'm holding out hope. They're dangling a carrot. He had the Strowman match with his mystery tag partner. The world thought we were getting Rey Mysterio. The world thought we were getting Samoa Joe, Bill Goldberg. Instead, I even thought Dana White at one point. Tag Dana. Can you imagine those promos? We got a 12-year-old called Nicholas. It was what it was. The less said about that. Dan, I like Strowman. I feel like it's been a waste of Strowman's run right now. I feel like, come on. I like Strowman. Do more with him. So maybe save him for Lars Sullivan. So you have that match. Think about this though. Asuka couldn't win her title. Shinsuke couldn't win his title, but Nicholas could. Then you had the Roman Reigns Brock match, and a lot of people I was chatting to on Twitter were really struggling to stay awake, and I was literally slapping my face and splashing my face with water to stay awake, and I was prepared for Roman to win, and it was hard to stay awake. I just remember there was "This is awful" chants at one point, and then Lesnar started hitting him, he was bleeding, then it looked like Roman was going to win, and the blood all down him, and then instead Brock beat him 1, 2, 3, which kind of shocked me. And it's kind of funny, the WWE title match and the Universal title match, the champion won, so we were kind of trolled. And that was it. So what do I think? I think all the way up until that Bryan match, this was probably one of the better WrestleManias we had. It was an excellent show. It was just unfortunate with the Shinsuke match being kind of just there. The Lesnar match, kind of just being there. And I actually wonder if I rewatch it, if I'll feel differently. Because I have to own up, I am knackered. I am absolutely knackered. Literally knackered for Nakamura. But shattered. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop right now. You let me know what you think. You let me know how you feel, if you enjoyed the show. I'm glad you did. I had a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm going to stop. Comment down below. Hit a like. Hit a share. I am going to be back again during the day. Oh, my voice. I will see you all soon. Take care, guys. Peace, like, subscribe.